Good morning, guys. So, if you could just tell, I am freezing. I'm all bundled up. Early morning. Got a couple stuff to do, but today we're gonna go over my buddy Nils's place. I got some stuff that I've been parting out on the S14, so we're doing a couple of trades. Sold a couple stuff. We'll start the R34 just because it's been freezing. It's literally 5 degrees outside. It is crazy. What I'm doing is I'm taking my seats out of the S14 since it's just chilling here. There's no motor, so I don't have to worry about anything. This will stay outside for a little bit till the place is finally secured. But we're taking out, I'm gonna take out these fenders, taking out the seats. We're trading some seats because I have my option seats for the Sylvia. I have the orange ones in the S15, but I also have the blue ones. So you guys can see right there, I don't know if you guys can see. It's pretty much just like the orange ones. They're suede, they're blue on the front and black on the back. And we're gonna throw those in here and it's gonna look nice. But right now, let me put this down because my right hand is freezing and let's get to it. Bam, so we still got the KA. We're gonna be selling this. We already have a couple of buyers. So this will be easy. Like I said, we're just gonna be, ended up selling these. So I don't even know if somebody would want this, but just like that, seats are out. And new ones are just waiting to be put in, but this thing needs a deep cleaning for sure. Thankfully, like I said, if you guys didn't see in the last video, look at this. No cracks on the dash. Crack on windshield, but that's easy. That's only $100. And no broken parts here. That's a plus. Usually these break and are super brittle. I gotta check because I have a whole box of parts, so hopefully I have this. That'd be awesome. All right, right off the bat, we're at my buddy Nils's place, Norway Nils Fab. He's the one that did all the stuff on my R34, as well as a bunch of drifters, New England drifters. Shout out to Nils as always. Yeah. So right here, we have somebody that I sold the S14 seats. He's taking my seats. I'm taking his seats, and this thing has pretty sick 1J in it. Look at this S15's steering wheel. Okay, so Nils does a bunch of fabrication. Hold on, let me switch the lighting on this. So he does a bunch of roll cages and everything. He's doing 2J on this. He just did Rudnick's cage on his Z. Oh really? Oh, just did that one as well. I'll go take you in the back over here. He's always grinding, always fabricating everything. Quickest turnaround times. He's doing something here as well. Base plates on that. Look at this. Look how nice and tucked up he has that. Gotta appreciate it. Look at that. Little intrusion bars there. Okay. I think maybe Joven did one of those base plates there. Okay, Joven, I see you. What we got under here? A lot. Oh, this is pretty clean. I like this. Ooh, I like this. This is all powder coated, like that chrome. 14 front, S15 rear, S15 front, S14 rear. Got a little Jay-Z action. This thing's pretty clean as well. What's under here? Is this Jay-Z? Oh yeah, it is. One Jay-Z. Yeah, I think it's a 280 or 240. Let me see. This thing's pretty clean. Ooh, I like this, the little oval exhaust. Oval and then into the circle there. This thing is really clean. Very nice. Push up poppers. Got another 2J just standing on there. Should we put that in the S14? He does a bunch of fabrication. Joven helps him out as well. And this dude, quickest turnaround time, like I said, he can literally do anything. He does all my stuff. He does a bunch of the homie stuff. A lot of local drifters out here as well. But a lot of good stuff comes out of this shop. So Nils taking out the seat over there. I'll show you real quick. Look at this 1JZ. Big turbo, tuned. Turbo mic does all the tuning as well. Made like 460. What was it, 460 you said? Yep. 460. Nils did everything on this. How long did it take you? Didn't you do this pretty fast too? Like the whole swap thing?
I mean, I don't have a lot of time into it, but
Yeah.
like just waiting for parts and motivation probably took like 3 months.
Yeah, that's still pretty fast. Takes like 3 months just to get it, like a motor mount. Sheesh. This thing sounds noise. So this thing's sick. I'll let Nils give a little rundown on what he did to this.
I did the whole fuel system, mounted up the fuel cell, ran the fuel lines, wired up the engine. I did not do the roll cage in this carb. Did a tube front on it. It's got a full carbon fiber front end.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
And
pretty
bam.
together. Yep, 1J VVTi motor. It's got a Haltech Elite 2500 wiring specialties harness.
Dude, this is so sick.
It's still on a stock turbo, but
Yeah,
it's just to get it running and going.
Yep.
You know.
This thing is sick.
Yeah.
What are you doing over there?
That car. That car is getting. I could bring it down. It's getting
That's
a whole.
okay.
It basically got dropped off. It's got a 1J.
Yep.
Same deal as the Datsun. The whole thing's getting wired and plumbed. And then Turbo Mike's gonna tune this one too.
Is this a local person or?
He's from Massachusetts, but this car was tubed out in Las Vegas.
Yep.
And then it was shipped over here.
Damn. And then you guys just did this, right? On the BMW?
Yep, just did the whole cage in this one. Little 8-point roll cage, bump out door bars, anti-intrusion.
So, biggest reason for putting the intrusion is that, like, say if somebody was to get hit from the side, like, what's the main reason for those?
So in FD, it's happened in the past where a control arm has broke or somebody will hit a wall and the wheel will come wedged into the firewall and could potentially break your feet. If the foot,
okay.
You know, if this area gets crumpled by your wheel or something coming in. So it's just a bit more safety, really, to protect your feet and or legs. And another point to the chassis, it's just better to stiffen it up, you know.
So now you've done a couple of these to where, like, you know, you have a template, like, for the bends and everything.
I have all the measurements written down. So like, if anytime one of these cars comes in, I can build the whole cage before the car gets here. I just look at my notes, cut everything, bend it, and then just make the boxes, prep everything, and weld it in. We do them like a day and a half, 2 days, as long as the interior
Quickest turnaround time, I'm telling you guys. I don't know anyone who has the quickest turnaround time. Literally average what? What would you say is like the longest? Like 3-4 lately? 3-4 days?
Yeah.
Week tops?
3 days tops, unless it falls onto like a weekend, then we don't work on the weekend.
Yeah.
Just because, you know, we work 10, 12-hour days during the week. We come in real early. But we're averaging 2 cars a week till the end of March.
Yep. Dude, killing it. Grinding, killing it. He does all the local guys, like I've said. And yeah, all the fab stuff. If you guys need anything, right here, hit him up. All right, here we go. Next thing on our list to fix. So the biggest thing with the JZX 100, as you can see, I literally went in and started tearing apart into it. But the biggest thing with the JZX 100, rides, drives smoothly, everything. The only problem that I was having was that for some reason the climate control stopped working and I had no idea reason why I was doing it. I checked everything, thought I checked all the fuses, and then somebody on Facebook, shout out to, I think his name was Mark or Mike, one of them, but told me to check this fuse, and I'll show you guys real quick. I don't know if you guys could see, but yep, the fuse is blown, and hopefully that should be the nice easy fix, because I was gonna say this thing is bone stock. Like, other than having tints, I don't know how old the person was, but this thing's bone stock, so there should be no issues at all. So we're gonna connect that and hopefully we have heat again. So before I go ahead and put everything back, let's just make sure. There are too many keys here. Yeah, that was the issue. All right, and just like that, we got ourselves another dead battery. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to buy a bunch of new batteries, but heat is cranking on this JZX, so I'm hyped on that. I know I keep saying this. Hopefully next video, we should be moving into the new shop and put all the cars together. We're about to get hit with a pretty big storm. So stay tuned, guys. Like I said, I've been really trying, and I'm gonna continue trying to upload at least once a week. Probably keep it on like either a Monday, Tuesday, or a Friday, depending on, I don't know, the analytics. But stay tuned, guys. Contact coming up, and till next time.